Good day, Summers. This is Raidmaster bringing you a League of Legends Shoutcast for your viewing pleasure. And today, got another great game lined up for you guys. Going to be featuring the all-new Sion. I know we're all excited to see the remake of Sion. I mean, he was a fun champion before, especially in Earth mode. Those stuns and those shields were just good times for hours on end. But as Riot always does, they take away our point-and-click targeted ranged crowd control and replace it with newfangled tricks that allow counterplay. Why, Riot? Why must you allow our enemies to have counterplay from our targeted ranged stuns? But alas, it is so. Although I do not begrudge them. New Sion looks pretty cool. I can't hate for sure. Then we're going to see how he does here in this matchup. And we are just going to take a look by going over the champion picks for both sides on the blue team. We have the top lane Nasus, who is unfortunately the dead. The Xerath is going to be mid lane. In the jungle, we're going to have the new Sion, and Thresh will be supporting Ashe in the bot lane. For the red team, the top lane is going to be Jace. Mid lane will be Victor. Lee Sin's going to be in the jungle, and it's going to be Sivir being supported by Janna in the bot lane. A very fast bot lane here, Sivir and Janna. A lot of movement speed, especially once they hit level 6. A lot of kite potential, a lot of chase potential. And just a lot of poke damage as well with that Howling Gale, and then shield on Sivir into Boomerang Toss. A lot of good poke. Gonna unpause the game though as we do go on. Looks like Lee Sin maybe looking for a gank down here. He could go in through the lane. Janna's got a lot of good crowd control to help prepare for ganks. The spell should come out from Sivir, not gonna block anything. And here comes the Lee Sin. Will he be able to make the magic happen? Missing the Q, and he's just gonna back off for now. He can sit in the bush, of course. Try again once his Q comes off cooldown. Only about a 4-second wait there. They have to know he's there though. They didn't see him leave the bush. And oh, but Thresh does get tagged with the Q. Lee Sin's gonna jump right on that. The hook coming out though. Sion's here to help. He's gonna flash and shield away. The flash coming from Sion, not quite getting the knock up thanks to the Howling Gale right there. And without that knock up, they're not gonna be able to secure a kill. Oh, I thought my congestion was gone, but when I think it leaves, it bites me in the ass. Damn you, congestion. Oh, but hopefully it will be gone completely very soon. Anyways, Jace versus Nasus. Oh, you all know I love Jace so much. I think it's such a cool champion. Not the greatest pick against Nasus, and no means is it like a bad thing to pick Jace and Nasus. I mean, Jace has good all-ins. He's got good poke. He's not the best at either, but he's got it for the lane. I mean, he's no Nidalee in terms of like poking all-in against Nasus. He's no Fizz. He's no whatever else you can pick. I can't think of another great one at this moment, but there are plenty of great picks against Nasus. You can just destroy him. Jace also has that chance if you play it right. Got a lot of EQ, poke, and just all in and hammer stance, do a lot of damage. But he's not the best. Of course, like Nasus though, he can scale up into a very frightening late game with his EQ, poke, and of course the possibility of just jumping into that range form and hitting that W and just doing 130% damage on all the auto attacks. And it's a glorious sight to behold if you are on the Jace team. It looks like we're going to have Ashe and Thresh getting danked down here. The Howling Gale going to miss. The Flash not going to dodge Lee Sin Q. Of course, she did Flash before Lee Sin Q came out. Now Thresh going to get exhausted. That's going to give them the time they need to pick up this kill. And 1 kill going to Lee Sin, 1 kill going to Sivir. Going to mean that this red team's getting fed. Jace also has a kill on the Nasus. That's definitely going to help him in this lane. Give him an early tier to allow him to stack as quickly as possible, because Jace, a big fan of having that tier, the champion is, because he's got high mana cost and he just wants to sit back and poke all game. But since they nerfed it so his ult doesn't use it, like way back when his ult doesn't charge the tier, he's more of a slow stacker. Definitely not at Rise levels, definitely not at any other tier stacker levels like Yorick. He's one of the slower people who a tier is, dare I say, a must buy on. I mean, some people can go against the tier. I personally think it's always great to have it. And it's like the EQ gonna be picking up another kill. Boom! Jace showing his all-in and poke potential definitely right there. And even the flash from Nasus is not enough to keep him alive. And that's gonna be 2 kills for Jace. He has taken the farm advantage. Good thing for Nasus though, all he has to do is stack defensives. That's the great thing about Nasus. Just stack armor in this matchup and rely on your Q damage. Eventually, you'll be tanky enough where hopefully you can fight him. Unfortunately for him, Jace is one of those champions that builds a ton of armor pen. Early Brutalizer, early Last Whisper, not strange at all to see coming out of Jace. So I do expect that is going to be the name of the game for him. I would say especially because of Xerath, but that's the old Xerath who had a bunch of armor, not the new Xerath anymore. Now he has that mana back on auto attack thing. That kind of mana bell bullshit that he's got going on for him. The old Xerath, that armor, that was such a weird passive. It never mixed with his character. They're just like, hey, let's just throw some armor on here. It's like Galio, but inverse. Instead of building resistances and you get AP, you build AP and get armor. That was definitely a weird passive for the character. The good thing about for Sivir in this lane is Ashe volleys are slow and very easy to predict, so she can easily get mana back for that spell shield. And right now we don't see a lot of ganks coming out from the Sion. I believe Sion's, I think I might have already touched on this, but more of a level 6 ganker. He doesn't really have a ton of available gank options until then. Sure, he's got a shout, that's a decent slow at a decent range, but it can be hard to hit and unreliable. His Q needs CC in order for it to be effective, whether that be his own shout or a laner providing it. But once he gets that ult, he can really make successful lane ganks happen. It looks like Sivir, you have to pop her ult and flash to get out of that down there. She will survive, however. That flash from Thresh is a little bit iffy. Sivir had already popped heal, so he obviously wasn't going to one-shot her unless he came out with an Infinity Edge crit this stage of the game, which would have had to probably call the hacks on that one. Looks like Sion's going for Ancient Golem. An interesting choice to say the least. I'm not a big fan of that choice. I'd rather see Elder Lizard, to be honest, or maybe even a Madreds, but definitely don't think that Ancient Golem's the way to go. I mean, sure, you get that scaling HP. I mean, you got the Soul Furnace, and then you've got the extra HP you get from the Ancient Golem, which is like 20% on top of whatever your bonus HP is, which is you get bonus HP from Soul Furnace. But despite that fact, he's not going to be doing any damage. He's not going to have that gank pressure that Spirit of the Elder Lizard would give him. Sure, he's thinking of the late game, but he's just going to be so bereft of damage at this stage of the game, I feel, trying to go that item. And I just really don't think it's the right choice for him. I personally don't really like it at all. I'd rather go Ancient Golem 10 out of 10 times. Maybe even a Wriggles if you're feeling dangerous, although not quite sure about that one. Probably just Elder Lizard. But I mean, this will be a good example of will the Quill Coat work out for Sion, popping his shield and keep these Wraiths from falling into Lee Sin's hands. The one thing that is good about the Quill Coat is it's going to help him jungle once he uses his decently long cooldown spells. I know his shield's got a 13-second cooldown. His Q's only about 7 seconds and it's at level 4. So it's not too bad, but it is going to help him maybe clear the jungle a little bit faster. And I can't actually scroll right now. That's weird. That was definitely weird, but whatever. Jay's up here, getting that nice little level advantage ahead of his lane opponent. Also just keeping up that farm advantage as well. Gonna attempt an all-in as Lee Sin is coming up the river. There, Wither is dropped. Nasus no doubt gonna pop the ult. Oh, knocking him out of the Lee Sin queue. Bit of a mistake here. Nasus still does have his ultimate, so no doubt gonna pop it before he... Oh, he doesn't have any mana, of course. I'm like, why does he not pop his ult? Oh, the Nasus is out of mana. Unable to ulti in that fight. Might have been able to pick up a kill if he had mana for like an ulti and then a Q, maybe another Wither, perhaps some more AoE armor shred. And it looks like there's going to be a bit of engage here. Oh, Sion coming in with the ult. I didn't even hear it. I thought there was going to be a sound effect. A lot of Thresh walls being dropped here, and by a lot I mean the normal amount of Thresh walls. Looks like Victor going to drop his ult, try to do the counter gank things. The 1v3, can Victor do it? The Xerath ult not going to hit anything, but the Victor ult will clean up one with its dot AoE, and oh, that was so close to killing the Ashe. Nice Q from the Sion, going to pick up 2 knockups and a good slow from the Xerath, and it looks like Victor here gonna get stunned up and gonna be the Saz as well. Laser going to pick up a return kill, however. Oh, looks like they might turn this one on the Lee Sin. Sion is in his bleeding state. Will he be able to get an auto attack in just about one, and that's it. Now Lee Sin though. Oh, there's the kick. Will he get the Q? Will flash auto instead. Gonna heal up, smite the minion. I think he might have gotten a level up there for the heal, but it looks like he's gonna run away from the Xerath for now. In the top lane, looks like Jace wants to do some all-in things against the Nasus. He's doing a decent amount of damage, but Nasus did pop his ult, so he's going to be doing some good damage himself. In the end, Xerath does pick up the Lee Sin, but the all-in continuing up here top lane. Nice knockback from the Jace. And the one thing that Jace has against Nasus is I don't believe Wither affects his auto attacks when he activates his hyper mode or whatever it is. Oh, nice flash. He's going to get counter flashed. Which, I mean, to be fair on Jace, I don't expect Nasus to have Flash either. I expect them to bring Ghost, but sometimes they bring Flash, and it saves their life. Jace being out of mana, going to start auto-attacking in hammer form. That was a nice attempt at an all-in for Jace, but as you can see, he's going to need some armor pen stat to kill that beast, because the Ninja Tabby, the Warren's Mail, going to do work on Jace's damage. of course, at this stage, Nasus ain't really got any damage to return as his Q is no doubt low in what I like to call the stacks. Is he going to be bringing down the Kayn? 144 stacks at 12 minutes, not bringing down the heaviest of Kayns, but for a hard lane, like for the 0-3 start that he's been getting, nothing to really hate on him about for sure. I mean, it's not the Search has 400 stacks at 20 minutes, but, and again, he's not having a fun time in that lane either. I think I've seen Searches get like 250 stacks going 0-4 to Fatefall's top lane. Fatefall's, of course, playing the Fizz. By the way, check out Searches. Twitch.tv/Searches. Great streamer. Cool guy. Fall asleep to his stream. Oh, the Assault coming out. Well, Lee Sin's here, though, too. Here comes the Sion. Not getting knocked up because he's crowd control immune. Oh, the knockup getting interrupted by Janna's ultimate. A nice job right there. Oh, but here come the Thresh Walls as well. Looks like Sion wants to make some bank on this one. Ooh, Lee Sin looked at that. He was about to go through. The solo Q Lee Sin Q was going to happen, and I ruining the overlay once again as I do all the time. It's like Nasus giving just Jace the I don't care what you do. I'm just going to sit back at my tower and try not to die anymore. Didn't end up getting hit by that EQ combo. Just working on stacking up DK. You gotta do what you gotta do at this stage of the game. Looks like bot lane has become the 3-man bot lane that we all know and love. Each jungler waiting for the other jungler to leave, and each jungler just sticking around for a little bit longer. Looks like they're both gonna depart now, go back to farming their jungle. Sion cleaning out a ward as well. Does his ult knock up or does it just stun? That's what I'm really interested in. Knocks up and stuns for 0.75. Alright. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's what I kind of thought it was. Like his Q, a knock up and stun. Like Alistar's pulverize, knock up and stun. That's kind of what I was thinking about for it, and that turns out to be correct. Fiddlesticks, that's so great. I don't know why I said fiddlesticks right there. It just kind of came to my mind, and I slightly apologize for it. Anyway, we're going to have Jace continue to do Jace things here in the top lane. 3-0 right now, a great start for him. He's going to be a real damage threat come the mid-late game. His poke's going to be really strong, along with, as well, just when he hits W in range form, he's going to be doing 130% damage. If he can get that Mura mana finished, the Mura mana damage on top of that, I do not believe the Mura mana damage gets amplified. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But still going to be doing a lot of damage. The Wither is dropped. Nasus is going straight into the big form, and he is, in fact, going to get taken down by the Lightning Field. Nice knockout coming over from Sion, but he's going to disengage from that. The EQ doesn't land. If that had landed, Lee Sin might have gone all in on that, to be honest. But still, nice counter gank from Lee Sin. They're able to pick up another kill on the Susan, and that is going to be a huge advance for Jace right now. Red team taking 2 turrets at this stage of the game. Lee Sin taking top, bot lane taking bot, and the EQ from Jace sniping from long distance, but I have a feeling that this is going to be Sion's kill. It is. One poke to the booty, and Sion's picking that up. Sion does fall right now, though. Does his axe stay where he dropped it? I don't see it. Oh, it's like Nasus coming in. Not that he's got like home guards or anything though. If he had home guards, maybe could have withered and made something of that. Probably would have just gotten knocked back. So I don't think there was any real choice of that. More of just like a teleport to show that he means business, no doubt. The zoning coming out from red team as well as they can, but Xerath, legendary for his wave clear. We'll keep that turret safe for at least another wave or two. Jace picking up his home guard tier 2 boots. Guys, man, I mean, another longsword in his inventory, most likely for a Last Whisper, though also potentially for a Vamp Scepter and Ravenous Hydra. I don't know, I just make this shit up as I go. It looks like the hook's gonna get absorbed by the spell shield. Xerath Q is doing a lot of damage. The field does stun up the support. They're not gonna go in on that though. And just a lot of Pokemon. Oh, Jade's coming in from the side. Looks like there are going to be flashes and heals burned all around. They are going to grab a little bit onto the, looks like the hook getting onto the Jace. And he's going to go down immediately. A lot of damage coming out to red team. Lee Sin going all in. Getting exhausted. Still picks up the kill anyways. Ashe also 2 taken down for red team. My commentary got really disjointed there. My bad. Kind of had a bit of a hiccup coming up my throat and I wasn't able to continue my statements. But Xerath and Ashe both getting taken down for the cost of Jace and most of the health bars on red team. If they get one hook, Sion could probably pick up a kill or so. That growl went in the complete opposite direction that it was supposed to, I bet. And we do see the Susan doing the gate opening nonsense in the top lane as he does take the tier 1 turret up there finally. Now going even with the laner. he is against. Jace 6-1 now. They do get. I don't know if that slow gives vision when it hits someone or if it just hits someone. Oh, nice Q from the Lee Sin plus ult into E. Gonna be picking up a kill there, and the slow from John. Gonna make sure he stays alive. Not that I think the Sion could in any way pick up a kill there. And unfortunately, it looks like Sion's gonna have to back out now. I don't know how I feel about the new Sion. I want to like him just because his design looks so cool. Honestly, look at that. That guy's a monster. He just looks gigantic and awesome. And just such a monster. Especially his skins look way better now. Before, Sion skins met at best. Looks like Victor's going to get initiated on over here. He's going to fall fast and furious. Ash picking up that kill. A couple stuns coming out there with the gravity well. Victor was recently changed as well. He's got the Hex Core Mark 1 right there. No other things but the ability power and the mana on it right now. I don't know how the new Hex Core works by any stretch of the imagination, but all I know is that it does indeed work and do something. Ash are going to land despite Lee Sin's best efforts at juking around the map. He will get taken very low, but not taken down. Right now, a good gold advantage in favor of red team at the moment. They are going to get their tower mid lane taken down unless someone comes to defend. Dragon also up, so blue team might think about rotating over there once they take this tower. At least they're not going to get hit by that Q from Xerath. However, the counter push is real as Sivir knocking on this tower's door. And she is going to be bringing it down real quick, giving her team a reparation tower for the one they lost mid lane. Looks like she's going to pop her ult to run away, but will she be able to get away? She's got a... Oh, the flame misses. The hook gets spell shielded. And this Thresh probably feels real silly right now. And the Sivir must feel pretty good about herself. Right now we just see the auto attacks coming out from Jace, farming up those creep waves. And the Nasus... Yeah, it's the CS deficit for sure. Almost 20 minutes in, 291 stacks on that Kayn, which is honestly not bad. For the lane he had to be in, dying 4 times in lane to Jace, along with Lee Sin a couple times. They gotta give him a little bit credit for those ganks. It's understandable. 300 CS, 300 stacks, not bad if you're in that kind of a position. That's pretty good recovery. And as long as you can just keep split pushing, maybe teleport into fights when it's an opportune time, then he should be okay. A bit of a cough there. My apologies for any interruption in service that may have caused. And it looks like red team going to be trying to start the dragon here. We got the initiation coming in from Grommash Hellscream. He is going to completely miss the enemy team. Smite does end up going to the red team as Lee Sin was able to smite that. Here comes the Doge. He's going to be coming in fast and furious. Sion's passive does in fact go down. Victor doing a lot of damage though, and red team is about the only team left standing here. Looks like they're going to continue to chase. Ash now just gets here to the fight, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get much. Oh, the Wither dropped on Sivir. She does end up getting stunned up, but unfortunately they don't have any damage to bring back into the house. Victor going to pick up a second kill. Jay's going to fall to the towers, and Ash going to go down to ignite. That is almost an ace, and technically it is an ace, but there's just no respawn timer on Sion. Maybe? Did Sion? Oh, Sion respawned, so a millisecond long ace for the red team, but hey, an ace nonetheless. Going 2 for 3. They did lose the Lee Sin and the Jace, but a lot of good team fights helped win them the game. The ult from the Sion, a little bit iffy for sure. I think he just missed about everybody on the enemy team, but I mean, it's a hard ult to aim if you haven't tried to use it yet. He at least tried his best, no doubt. And I mean, that factor of disruption it gives you in the fights, nothing to be overlooked as well. I mean, disruption is not a stun, it's not a slow, it's just, oh, there's a giant flaming meteor running at us. We should probably reposition ourselves out of its current path. I honestly haven't played too much the new Sion. I've used his ult about once and I didn't know what to do with it, so I kind of crashed into a wall and I was sad. Oh, Thresh really wanted that 15 gold, but unfortunately for him, it will be robbed of him, and now his life may also be in danger. Jason gonna jump on him with that Q, and here comes the Janna as well. Again, with an auto-attacking Q, they will pick that one up. Exhaust wasted. Pretty long cooldown when you know you're gonna die anyway. It's not like he had any support coming anyways. And now it looks like red team wants to do a massive push down mid lane. They see the Doge up top lane. Will they respond to that, or will they decide just to push 5 down mid? It looks like that's what they're going to do. Putting a ton of pressure on here. They are going to go in after the Xerath. Nice knock up on 2 from Lee Sin. That was a beautiful ultimate. The tower's going to go down, and 2 members of blue team going to follow it, no doubt. And EQ from Jace, boom, picking that one up. Susan's Gonna cancel his teleport as soon as he realizes there's nothing I can really do. And looks like the Scion passive is just gonna go down in the end. A good job by red team. Death pushing that mid lane real well. They are going to lose that tower for it, though. So it is one tower for one tower. But thanks to Lee Sin's plays, they did, in fact, pick up a couple kills as well. Ash going to do her best to CS, but there's a lot of ranged harass here and initiation from the other team. The Ash arrow is going to land on the Lee Sin. He's going to drop dangerously low. But there's nothing they can really do right now. Ooh, the Jace vs. Susan fight. So close. I almost want to watch that one again. And looks like we're going to have the fight starting right now. There's the E knock away from Jace. He's doing a lot of damage to Susan. That stack, though. Gotta respect the cane damage. It's coming down big on Jace's head. One more Q knocking to get it. And that's going to be the end of the line for the Susan, unfortunately for her. And it looks like here we got the ultimate coming out from the Scion. Once again, not really going to hit anything, unfortunately for him. Ash incredibly low after that Victor ultimate. The stun going to stop his Q from proccing. And the ult coming out from the Thresh, trying to catch in the Janna, but she flashes over them. Walls like they're J4 ultis. And just going to get out of there real safe. Oh, the Susan almost had that fight. I don't know if he had his... I think he had a Sheen for that fight. I'm pretty sure. But he did get the tower at least. Keeping his team slightly in the game. They are down 10k gold, though, against a Lee Sin, against a Jace, against a Sivir. I mean, it's not the best team fighting team on the other side. They've got Janna, who's pretty good for team fight. They got a lot of poke with Victor, Jace, Sivir. I mean, they're more of a poke disengagement comp. Just think of that Sivir ult on top of Jace acceleration gate. And on top of Janna movement speed bonus. They're going to be going everywhere real fast. And it looks like Xerath is in the saddest of locations right now. As Lee Sin jumping on top of him. However, he's going to get away thanks to the Thresh Lantern hook coming out onto the Lee Sin. And he's going to get hooked up, but he is just going to be able to retreat from the situation. As there's not a lot of follow-up. EQ from Jay is going to be the final thing that Xerath sees before he's put in the ground. And unfortunately for blue team, I don't see a way for them to really save this inhibitor. No TP up on the Kayn. Unfortunately, he's just going to continue to death push top, and no doubt this inhibitor is going to fall fast as lightning. There it goes. It is gone. Sivir doing a lot of damage right here. Does have some decent items. Infinity Edge, Static Shiv. That Ash only has an Infinity Edge and the components for a Static Shiv at the moment. And there goes another turret as well. The Doge still pushing as much as he can, but will it be enough? No, as the last Nexus turret falls to the Jace auto attacks. They will be taking down the Scion right here. Actually, not quite yet. There he goes, popping his passive. He's going to try to punch people in the face. Going for Johnny. Going to get exhausted, which is a great way to stop him, of course, because then he's very slow as is normal. And that's going to be the final blow on the Nexus, I think, going to Jace. And thank you guys for watching. This has been another Rave Master Shoutcast featuring not only the new Scion, but a fed Jace. What's not to love about this game? The answer is nothing. Everything is to love. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.